Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another episode of that show that will not be named. And today, we got a drawn out episode coming your way. I was hoping today to go over my entire anime collection. So, for those of you viewers who don't like anime, get the hell out. Done? Okay, everyone still into it here? Okay, good. So moving on ahead, I was pretty much just going to go through all the anime I own, give my reasons as to why I own it, why I love it, stories behind it, and pretty much just to be a show-off. Yeah, it's pretty much 90% of the whole of it. So, why don't we dive right in? Unfortunately, there is not enough room on my desk. I have all of my anime stacked actually right here. You can't see it. Can you see it? Let's see if you can see it. No, we're going to go down. There we go. Stacked right there. It's pretty high. It's pretty high right now. So, God knows where I'm going to put it after I'm done stacking it. Probably down there. But, just to kick off this whole thing, I got to get a few movies out of the way. Just a few things I got to put off to the side so we don't keep running into them. And I'll take care of this. Okay, I will be right back. Just going to run over here for a sec. Because if I'm going to present this one thing, I'm going to present it as a whole. The entire, and this was probably one of the most recent things I bought, the entire series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I grew up with the show. It's grown on me in recent years. I wouldn't say I'm a diehard fan. The show is, anime's alright. Meeting the voice actors and everything at the release of the one film, Dark Side Dimensions, that definitely fueled like my love for it a lot. But yeah, pretty much got that whole series. And I went out immediately when I found out it was getting released in like these little box sets. I went out and bought every single one as soon as I could, just to have all of them. So I'm gonna put this fucking somewhere over here. Okay. And next, on top of that, just to get Yu-Gi-Oh out of the way for now, I also happen to have Bonds Beyond Time and Capsule Monsters, which was apparently a feature film. I thought it was a TV series. I don't know what the hell this was about. I had never watched this, honestly. I picked this up at a flea market in Philadelphia that I went to a few weeks ago. But that should do it for all of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because I didn't want to have these mixed up in the pile and constantly coming back to Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd like to actually, give this video some flavor and go into different subjects, different anime and whatnot. So, that does it for my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. First off, we are going to begin with an anime I have actually not seen yet. I saw like the first few minutes, but it looks interesting enough. Heat Guy J. And it came in like this little 2 DVD thing. I usually hate these because I used to have Fruits Basket. I probably got it in here somewhere. But I used to have like the Fruits Basket, the little DVDs when they came in these things. But they break cheap so easily. These things tear and wear and absolutely terrible. But this seemed interesting enough to me, so I figured I'll check it out. I still haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I'll probably have to sit down with somebody and watch it. I don't want to watch it alone. Just because normally if I'm going to experience anime, I like it to be in the company of friends and whatnot. All that good shit. So, Heat Guy J, that's first on our list. Next, we have 2003's Full Metal Alchemist Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I got this because I, honest to God, love the series. I think it's great. I love 2003. I thought it was really good. And I know, as you probably do too, that there's a whole dispute. Number 2003 sucked. Brotherhood was better. I don't give a fuck. I like both of them. It's like the Star Wars. It's like the old Star Wars versus Star Trek fight. They're both good. They're both excellent. I think both of them are fine. I don't get too obsessed with one or the other. They're just both equally. But what are you going to do? People are always going to have opinions. People are always going to bitch, whine, and fight over shit like that. Next, we have one of my absolute favorite anime series of all time. I was so happy to get a hold of this. Samurai Champloo. I love this series to death. I love Watanabe to death. Every show he's made, I'm falling all over the floor for it. Watanabe, he knows how to make a fucking show. And everyone involved, the artists, the voice actors, the everything. English voice actors, mind you, because anyone who knows me knows that I don't like watching it in Japanese. The only reason I will ever watch a show in Japanese is if it's 100% unavailable in English, or if I just, if the story is super interesting, which I put that to the side for 91 Days. 91 Days was so damn interesting. It kept me watching through the entire thing in Japanese. I was just watching subtitles, but it was amazing. So definitely got to get 91 Days when it comes out, and I'm dying for season 2 to that. That'd be very interesting. But we'll talk about 91 Days later. As I said, yeah, the entire series is Samurai Champloo, and I got this from, what do you call it? Anime Classics. And I got a couple anime classics in here. Yeah, I got like 6 anime classics. But very good series, Samurai Champloo. Absolutely excellent. Next up we have from the creator of Trigun. Well, yeah, I guess from the creator of Trigun. He did the character designs. Gungrave. And Gungrave is pretty much this guy, Brandon Heed. He was killed, and he comes back. The scientist brings him back as this thing called Beyond Grave, or Beyond the Grave, to get revenge on this evil organization called the Organization. Really cool gunslinging action. Half the movie is like a gangster drama, and the other half is like a supernatural shoot-'em-up. Incredible show. It is weak in some parts, but it does tug on the heartstrings a bit from time to time. And if you want, I would suggest going over to what's his name? Glass Reflection, Arkada, his channel. He did a pretty excellent review on this. It was actually Arkada's review on his channel, Glass Reflection, that actually it was his review that got me into Gungrave. Interested me in checking it out. So I'll probably put a link to his channel in my description and everything. So, Gungrave, very good. Next we have, now, I want to say some of these I have in here as a joke. Okay, some of the anime that I have in here, I bought simply for conversation starting purposes. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get those out of the way right now, so we don't have to return upon them. And pretty much the only two are School Days, which I bought just to say that I own School Days, and Corpse Party, just to say that I own Corpse Party. We're just going to put those two off to the side. I don't really care to delve too much into those right now. Watch them for yourselves. Check them out. I really have nothing to say about them. Then you have another, which is, I believe this is based off of a light novel. It's, in my opinion, Stephen King meets Final Destination, I guess, if it was an anime. See that as you will. Next up, we got Ponyo. And Ponyo I was super interested in because I forget who did a review on it. Once again, might have been Arkada from Glass Reflection. Somebody did a review on Ponyo. I really, really liked it, so I checked out the movie, and it's cute. Studio Ghibli, it's cute. On top of that, I actually might want to get Studio Ghibli out of the way here. Alongside Ponyo, I believe the only... this is Miyazaki, right? Yeah, Studio Ghibli. Yeah, the only other one I got by Studio Ghibli is Spirited Away, which, if y'all remember back in dinosaur time when this aired on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim or whatever the hell it was on, I saw this one night when I was little, and this is pretty cool visuals. Personally, it's just not my kind of story. I'm more into, like I said, Samurai Champloo type shit. I'm more into Cowboy Bebop type shit. Really good film, really good story, excellent characters, but it's just not my cup of tea. But then again, I got it in case, I ever want to sit down and watch something different. If I ever want, like a different new flavor of anime. Next up, we have Akira. Once again, there's nothing really I could say about this one that hasn't been said in some review or some region, corner of whatever, somewhere on the internet. Everything that I don't think everything that can be said about it has been said about it. I'm sure more people can bring different opinions and theoretical philosophy to it, but yeah, I'm just saying, hey, I got it. So if anyone's interested, want to come over, want to watch it, I'm right here. Right here. So next we have Black Blood Brothers. And this I actually got, I just watched this, it was on Netflix, I believe. And I just started watching it on Netflix. It's been taken off since. But I started watching it on there and I thought it was really good. Really cool take on vampires. Really enjoyed how this worked out. And it's basically, it's a katana wielding vampire. So, you know, Japan with a capital J, I guess. Next up we have the fucking funniest English dub to an anime I've ever seen since Desert Punk. And that is Ghost Stories. My cousin got me into this. When I first got into anime, however many years ago, my cousin, Danielle, introduced me to Fruits Basket and School Days. And this, apparently this did shit in Japan. So when they brought it over to America, the English voice acting cast went, hey, guess what? Fuck all, we're going to do whatever we want. Like, they still stick to the stories and the basic idea and everything, but other than that, it's just nothing but references and jokes. And this is a series that is pretty much, imagine an abridged series, but imagine the abridged series is the original series, is the original English dub. Such a funny series. I recommend this to absolutely everybody. The second I found out I could get this on DVD, I went online. I was like, I don't care what price I have to pay, I must own it. So, School Days, hilarious. There. Alrighty, we still got a ways to go. Next up we have Afro Samurai. It's just good. Just get it. Rob Perlman, Samuel L. Jackson. It's just good. Just get it. Really awesome revenge story. Excellently made. Fucking beautiful fighting. And I hear people like, some people were bitching and whining about the fighting in the show. Like, shut the fuck up. It was amazing. Don't even talk. Next up, we have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. For those of you bitching and whining that, oh, but you only showed 2003. Yeah, I have the other one as well. Relax. I also have the 2 movies, which I hope are here. They're not. They're somewhere upstairs. Because my younger brother, for whatever reason, likes the movies. He doesn't like the series, I guess. I don't know. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Volume 1, Volume 2, whatever. No, episodes 1 through 33 and 34 to 36. Complete Collection 1, Complete Collection 2. I hope that's it, because it came in 2 of these in one big box, but I tossed the box because I just enjoy having the regular 2 individual things just sitting around. Next up, we have a series I was totally obsessed with when it came out, and a series that now Netflix is going to squander until they beat the dead horse and don't get any more, money out of it. Death Note 1 and 2. So Death Note's just good. Once again, I could go on for hours about it. It deserves its own review, but then again, there are some anime review channels out there that could summarize all of this stuff way better than I can in a single video. So go check them out. They're 10 times more experienced at this than I am. But Death Note, definitely very, very good. Very good. Going back to the 90s for a classic, or early 2000s for whatever, we got Cowboy Bebop, the complete series. And to add on top of that, if I can get this without knocking this whole pile over. Come on, you. Whoa. Okay, saved a mess there. I got Cowboy Bebop and the Cowboy Bebop movie, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Excellent film. If I believe correctly, this film, I think, takes place between episodes... I think this takes place between episodes 23 and 24, or 24 and 25. Anyways, great continuation. Just basically more stuff for the series to have. All the voice actors come back. Excellent story, excellent execution. Everything was wonderful. And that's another thing. I also hear people bitching about the fighting in the movie. Why? It was amazing. It's Cowboy Bebop. Quit your bitching. So ungrateful. Next up, we have Final Fantasy VII, and I think this is Final Fantasy VII. I'm not good at reading Roman numerals. This actually came in a box. My friend, a while ago, one of my friends was moving, and he gave me a box just full of manga and full of anime stuff. And it came with a box set of Final Fantasy VII. I believe this is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, if I'm correct. And so I ended up taking this out. I got it like separate from everything else. It's a two disc deal you got here, and it's all right. It's not a great film. If you're into the Final Fantasy series, I'm sure it's excellent. Next up, we have just moving on. Next up, we have K, the complete series, and K is pretty original. It's pretty good. Does suffer from fan servicey type shit, but it's a pretty great series. It's pretty awesome. And now I hear that there's going to be actually a movie about it. They're making a movie that maybe it came out already. It's coming out in a little while. But K the film, I'm definitely going to get that and check that out. This is an amazing anime. All I could say is check it out. Once again, other reviewers on here on YouTube could probably summarize it better than I can. What are we doing here? I guess Gantz. Here's another series I haven't really watched, but I want to get into. Gantz. Don't really know what it's about. I'm going to check it out at some point. And when I do, maybe I'll do a video about it. Maybe I won't. We will see. Next up, we have Fist of the North Star, the movie. A classic. Once again, got it to be a conversational piece. Also, I'm a huge JoJo fan, so nice to see where the inspirations came from. Next up, we have Trigun Badlands Rumble. And yes, before you ask, I do own the Trigun series, but we're not jumping ahead of ourselves because this is first on the pile. So, Trigun Badlands Rumble, once again, 2-disc. Excellent movie. Once again, just like Cowboy Bebop, the film takes place in between a few episodes of the anime. Although it is strange in the movie how his suit is differently designed than how it is in the show. In the show, it's so much simpler. In this one, there's like bolts, shit's shaped differently. It's just kind of strange. Because if you're comparing the movie to the original series, you're like, well, why is his suit like this in one episode than in the movie that's supposed to take place in between these two? It's vastly different, and then in the next one, it's back to the way it used to be. I don't know. I tend not to look too deeply into that stuff. Next up, we have another anime from a light novel, Trinity Blood. Which, Trinity Blood, in my opinion, is what happens if Hellsing met Trigun. That's all I can really describe it. It's Hellsing meets Trigun, in my personal opinion. Nothing more to say about it, really, except it's a pretty cool vampire, supernatural, whatever series. Trinity Blood was pretty good. Check out Trinity Blood. Finally, getting lower on the list here, we got Fruits Basket, one of the first animes I was ever exposed to. I love it. It's excellent, great. Check it out. Can't really say all that more. I might want to do a video on this way later on. Just going into the characters. Just because the characters are so funny. The series is excellent. Greatly produced. Nothing more I could really say. Next, another 90s classic. Trigun. I don't know why it says The Ballad of Vash the Stampede. I guess they're setting it up. They set up the front cover like a poster of some sort. But, yeah, we got a Trigun. And once again, this is another one from the Anime Classics collection that I got online. Excellent series. This and Inuyasha were the first two that I ever saw. First two animes that I think I ever saw before I even knew what anime was. And you heard that whole spiel the other day. Next up, we have Ouran High School Host Club, which some people were actually surprised when I said that I had this. And honestly, it gives me kind of a... a Fruits Basket vibe. That's what I get from it. It's honestly like... that's how I see it. It's an original idea, original concept, original characters and everything. But it seems very Fruits Basket-ish to me. I really like it. I know the concept is really like girly and shit, and it's just people take one look at it and go like, oh shit, that's gay as hell. But I love it. I think it's really good. Next up we have, holy shit, these are dusty. Hang on, let me wipe these down before I present them. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the only anime series that I have on Blu-ray. I hate Blu-ray, but this is the only anime series that I have, mainly for the fact that I could not find it on regular DVD, and that is Hellsing Ultimate. Love Hellsing Ultimate. Can't find the original Hellsing, regular Hellsing. But yeah, this is this is definitely one of my absolute favorite series for the longest time. I was gonna continue to look for. I've seen this whole series. I've seen it about like a dozen times. I've watched it. So I was actually thinking about selling this and maybe waiting until I could get it on regular DVD, because I hate Blu-ray. I don't have a Blu-ray player. Well, I do, but I don't use it all that much. And like I said, I've seen this show a dozen times. So I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it, possibly, just to get it on DVD, because I'm just trying to get everything on DVD. Physical copies. I don't watch shit online if I can help it. Next up, we are jumping into Vampire Hunter D. Once again, not a lot to say about it. I got a lot of vampire series. There are a lot of anime vampire series in here. Holy shit. Didn't notice that up until now. But Vampire Hunter D, very good series. Not a lot to say about that. Now here's the show I could never shut up about. GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. So funny. Imagine if a 27-year-old virgin pervert became who used to be the leader of a biker gang, became a teacher solely for the purpose of perving on high school girls. That's what this series is about. Excellent fucking series, hilarious. Onizuka is pretty much known for just the wacky faces that he makes. All the faces, all the ridiculous shit. He always ends up... He teaches the kids lessons. Of course, he ends up becoming a teacher at the school, and he tries to teach the kids like lessons and everything, but he doesn't teach in the traditional way. He teaches them in like a very street, urban kind of way. Very amazing. Excellent series, and once again, no, this is not from the classic anime collection. This is just a big old, box set of it. There's him dressed as a monkey. I just fucking love this show. This show is just amazing. Please check out Great Teacher Onizuka. And if you want, I guess you could check out the live action. It wasn't that good in my opinion. And lastly, to finish off this list, because I also, for whatever reason, my two Full Metal Alchemist movies are upstairs. To finish off this collection is probably one of my favorite anime of all time, Baccano. Baccano I could watch for hours. I got. Let me show you how much I love it. Over here, right over here. Don't even gotta travel that far. I already got like the first 4 English light novels. Love Baccano to death. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Fun joyride. I love the combination. Absolutely love the combination of the 1930s mobs and gangsters and hitmen and all that shit with pretty much, hey, what would happen if an immortal elixir of immortality got thrown into the mix? Absolutely fantastic. Kudos to Ryoko Narita, whatever his name is. Kudos to him for creating one of the fucking best series I've ever read in a very long time, and I really wish more people were into it. More people I know, that is. So I think that's gonna about do it for my entire anime collection. I got the whole pile on the floor here now that I get to have fun putting back on my shelf. And other than that, of course, there's some shows that I love that I just haven't found on DVD yet, like Space Dandy. I would love to get my hands on Space Dandy. It was originally, I saw it when the first season aired in FYE, local FYE over here. But I gotta travel a while a ways to get to FYE. And when I went there, they only had like the first few episodes in like a box set, and I was like, I'll wait till the whole damn thing's just like in one little bundle that I can get it just flat out. What are some other series? There's probably a ton more that I wish I had. Death Parade. Wish I had Death Parade. Got to get my hands on SAO. Yes, I like SAO. Also, may get into One Piece. Maybe got to get the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie, Dark Side of Dimensions, and got to get 91 Days. So there's still, my collecting still has a while a ways to go. I still got a ton more shit to get into. So I think that's going to about do it. I hope you enjoyed my anime collection. So we can just get one more shot of it down there. Look at, gotta tilt my whole computer for this. Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere in there. There you go. All piled there on the floor, right there. Ain't that nice? Okay, so yeah, that's gonna about do it. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and come back again for a movie review, which will probably follow after this one, I guess. Yeah, I'll see you all next time. Adios. Bye.